Hi, I'm Mummy Cat, and you are watching Fantastic Crap. Okay, I'm really not Mummy Cat. Surprise! It's me, Movie Cat, and if you haven't already noticed, somehow, this is this year's Halloween Fantastic Crap episode. Yay! So, this year, I decided it would be fun to lighten up a little bit and get fun and silly with our Halloween celebration. So we'll be looking at the very obscure and underrated 1989 horror spoof, Transylvania Twist. The special thing about this movie, to me, is that it didn't just lampoon the current popular horror films of the time, but it also dived in deeper and showed love for the B-movie world itself. This thing adds in stuff that most seasoned old-school horror and B-movie fans will recognize and appreciate. This one spoofs stuff you generally don't see in most mainstream horror spoofs, including friggin' Phantasm. Though, you might be asking yourself, but Movie Cat, is it funny? Well, I think so. Sure, not every joke lands, of course, but enough do land with enough oomph to make this gem worth checking out. Yes, I know, I tend to avoid spoofs and a lot of comedy, because how many times can I just say, "Ha ha, that was funny," after each clip? So, I would try to avoid that and not just show every little joke that made me chuckle, but instead highlight it enough, hopefully, to make my viewers want to check it out, because this movie deserves more attention. So, let's get ready to scream with laughter and delight in the pure idiocy and stupidity that is Transylvania Twist. Meow. So, we start with the familiar setup of a young, pretty woman walking home alone in a deep, dark forest who was being stalked by someone or something. What the hell was that? Was that a will-o'-the-wisp? Honestly, I rewatched this bit over and over, trying to figure it out, if it was just a DVD glitch or some kind of blooper, but I have no idea. Maybe some horny werewolf creep was off in the distance, snapping pictures of her for later. Fapping werewolves was not an image I wanted in my head when I woke up this morning. Ew. Either this unfortunate woman has encountered 3 of the most evil characters in horrordom, or Spirit Halloween is having a sale on franchise costumes.
Amateurs.
Yeah, everyone is a badass horror icon until Hammer Horror reminds them who came first. Anyway, the musical score for this movie is pretty perfect for a silly horror romp. Yes, like most good spoofs, even the credit scenes have jokes thrown in. Well, that's one way to pay for the budget of your movie. Oh,
Kermie.
Rest in peace, you B-movie legend, you. If it wasn't for you, there would be far less movies out there for me to lovingly make fun of. Ow. We open with a commercial for a funeral parlor.
This classy casket can be yours for, that's right, only $999.99. And while you're here, don't forget to ask about our special layaway program. A little in-house humor there, folks.
I think it's funny.
You think train wrecks are funny? Yes, Fran?
Hey, I never said this movie aged well. It was the 80s, okay? Just relax and remove that building out of your ass, and you may get some fun in your life.
At Death City, where we put the fun back in funerals, and I'll stand on my head to bury your dead. And now, let's get back to our movies, The Vampire DJs from Hell.
To be honest, if I owned a funeral parlor, that would so be my slogan as well. Ah, damn it! I promised I wouldn't do this. I'm already breaking my own rules. We are then introduced to the hero of the film named Dexter, who is at the funeral because the deceased is his uncle, who, however, turns out to still be alive after all.
Help me! Help me! Dear me, this was rather unexpected.
Hey, is he holding a Famous Monsters magazine? Nice movie. Very nice. Dexter joins his uncle at the library where his uncle works to get the plot set up with some exposition, but the cameraman kinda gets a little, distracted.
For the counter spell that would free it from its astral exile.
Yeah, I know. Once again, we'll all be down the crapper.
Correct. Lothar placed all his mystic incantations in one volume, which has been carefully guarded throughout the ages. Then...
Hey, I never said that this movie was clean, highbrow humor either, okay? Remember, remove that building and let out the fun. The uncle tells Dexter that he accidentally gave a powerful and priceless book to someone named Orlock years ago and has been trying to find him ever since. But instead, he found out that he had a daughter named Marissa. Dexter vows to find the book and heads off to meet Marissa to try to get some answers. And it turns out that Marissa is an actress/singer and is currently filming a music video.
Give me action. Your love is the attraction. It's pure satisfaction.
Suddenly, the movie has decided that it wants to spoof action films instead. But I don't give a damn. I love this scene and this song. Actually, I'm tempted to show more of it, but I must behave. Cannot get myself copyright bitch slapped because you all know how YouTube is. Yeah, even us cats have to be careful these days on the internet. Companies don't give a shit about fair use.
I don't mind causing accidents. I'm on a roll. Who cares if I'm on parole?
Dexter introduces himself to Marissa and...
Let's start a revolution. Call it John Wayne. Your love is driving me insane.
Even my editor cannot help it. Listen, we love this song, okay? We cannot help ourselves. We are so going to get a copyright strike.
They start World War III. Knock off the Ayatollah for me. Just give me action.
Anyway, Marissa takes Dexter to the sound stage next door so they could talk privately.
Hey, this is the set for the... That's right. It's where they used to film all those old sitcoms.
Okay, this movie has now legit forgot that it is a horror spoof and is now doing old sitcoms.
See, my father left when I was quite young. He arranged a Swiss bank account for our support, but neither my mother or I have heard from him in like nearly 20 years. And I'd give anything to see him again. Hey, that's not funny.
Once again, I really don't mind, because it's kind of funny. They suddenly get a telegram and find that Marissa has been invited to Castle Orlok in Transylvania by a Victor Van Helsden and is informed that her father has passed away. So they head off to the sunny skies of Transylvania.
Those red caps, they don't look too well. Yeah, they're zombies. Forgot about them. You get used to them.
Hey, okay. The Transylvania's workforce are zombies. Easy joke for sure. But maybe this is just to distract us from the many random jokes just crammed into the background. Meanwhile, two grave robbers are hard at work and stumble upon a vampire, but then Victor Van Helsden comes in and saves the day. Okay. I have to be honest about this. Mel Brooks did this gag much better and dead and loving it. Hey, just keeping it real. Besides, in this movie's defense, most of us would go down in flames 50 times over if we had to compete against Mel Brooks. Just keeping it even more real. Wow.
Thank God.
Thank God, Governor.
Thank God I got him before dinner.
But this movie does manage to come up with its own amusing jokes on the gag as well. Also, this movie has shown me that maybe I'm a bit too easy to please when it comes to comedy. Because some of these jokes are so set up and obvious, yet they still make me laugh for some weird reason.
These are but superstitious peasants, afraid of their own shadows.
Thank you, Transylvania Trist, for making me realize that my sense of humor is broken. Fuck you!
I don't care what anyone says. This hurts.
Yes, another obvious and easy joke, but I still appreciate the Hellraiser nod anyway. Ow! Also, on the way to the castle, they are joined by Van Helsing, and then they randomly burst into song. The song itself isn't all that funny, besides from the clapping zombie.
Little song of mine will climb up the charts now. Oh wow, think of the royalties.
But it does end on a nice joke about obvious padding.
Do you get very many girls that way?
No, but it kills 3 minutes.
Okay, that one was kind of clever. Oh, and they finally make it to the castle and are greeted by the butler.
Perhaps they can't hear us.
Don't be ridiculous. We're making enough noise to raise the dead.
You must leave this place at once.
Look,
It's Angus Scrim! The Angus Scrim! It's Angus Scrim! Hello, Daddy.
and what is your name, my good man?
Stefan, sir.
Well, Stefan, sir, I insist you show us inside.
There. That's what it looks like.
I meant escort us in.
Angus Graham being around making stupid jokes has already made this movie 1,000 times better.
Dexter, don't you know better than to put your hand on someone's shoulder in a spooky place like this?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you something.
Well, there are any number of ways of attracting one's attention. Damn, I hate cheap sharks like that.
Hell yes! More movies need to make fun of stupid horror movie jump scares. Amen. They are then introduced to Marissa's uncle, played by the fantastic and legendary character actor Robert Vaughn.
Stefan! Yes, my lord.
Where did he come from?
Stefan automatically materializes whenever he's needed. I've never figured out quite how.
Trade secret, my lord.
Well, duh. It's because he's the motherfucking tall man. How do you not figure that one out, boy? Sorry, I had to do that at least once. It was in my contract. Dexter wanders around the castle until he finds a national treasure.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I'm sorry, I'm looking for Marissa Orlock.
Does that give you the right to burst into my room unannounced?
No, and I apologize for it. Hey, wait a minute. You're Boris Karloff, aren't you?
Yes.
Sure, I just saw you in that movie with Jack Nicholson, the Terror.
Forgive me for reviving painful memories.
I don't believe it. Nobody's seen or heard of you since 1969.
For 20 years, I've lived here alone.
You're kidding me!
This scene is pretty well edited and amusing.
You think I'm mad, don't you?
No. Hey, I've only been here an hour in the spook house, and I'm already starting to go Looney Tunes.
But the best part is the loving call out to Boris motherfucking Karloff. Thank you, movie. You get a mad monster respect for that one.
Well, no one ever said I was handsome, ma'am.
What are you doing here?
Merely standing here ominously, ma'am. Does that displease you?
Well, Angus, nobody, and I mean nobody, does that better than you anyway. So just keep doing your thing, and I will keep swooning and drooling like the mindless fanboy that I am. Ow.
A rubber bat. We keep them down here for atmosphere. Pull it up, Eagle.
I will be honest with you. If I owned a castle, I would so do the same damn thing. Anyway, they have a funeral for Marissa's father and then read his will. And not only does he leave the castle to her, but also that mysterious book everybody wants. In the video they watch, it's kind of a game show parody called the Newly Dead Game. Yeah, I'm not showing clips of that. It's pretty much exactly what you would imagine it to be. Anyway, the video gives a clue to the whereabouts of the book, and to solve the riddle, our heroes have a seance, and Dexter gets possessed by a bad impersonation.
Uh-huh. That's right, sir. Just a couple of things I want to get out right up front.
Speak, Spirit.
Well, first of all, just found out all my money's still good up here, so have RCA send all my back royalties to me. And second, tell them gum suckers at the Enquirer that I really am dead.
Well, at least the joke was amusing. But then Marissa gets possessed by a bad impersonation.
Marissa, are you okay?
Keep away!
Marissa, what's wrong?
Your mother so sucks in hell!
My mother does what?
She's obviously possessed.
Well, at least hers was better. The spirit who possesses Marissa tells them that the book could resurrect an evil god named the Evil One, and that Marissa's uncle must not be allowed to get the book. Wait, that's similar, yet copyright-friendly music. Oh, is it time for the Phantasm parody?
You've played a good game, boy. But now your time has come.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Marissa, duck!
Hey, swing and a miss.
Yeah! Well, that's an interesting route to go with it, I guess.
Dexter's having a great year. He's hitting .498. I'll tell you, that's a big batting average. 4 home runs, something like 49 RBIs, and 16 stolen bases.
I have to admit, that seeing Angus Scrimm make fun of his most epic character like this has to be one of the most awesome things I've ever seen in my life.
All right, here's the windup. And the pitch. There's a deep drive going out to right field. Lebetsky going back. He's hit the track. He's hit...
I wonder where that ball went. What makes someone an awesome collector's item?
Forward, man! We must not falter in our purpose!
Yes, that's right. We ripped off the very movie we are showcasing. There is no bar too low for us here at Fantastic Crap. We're all bastards. And apparently, there's no bar too low for this movie to stoop to either. So, the hero gets captured and the bad guys get the book. Oh, and yeah, by the way, Van Helsing got bit by a vampire and got turned.
Van Helsing, you've got to stop him!
There are several distinct advantages to being a vampire, dear boy.
Ah, yes. The number one reason for most people to want to turn into a vampire. Horniness.
Van Helsing, what are you doing? You're supposed to be one of them.
Just because you're a vampire, that doesn't make you a bad person.
Progressive! So, through a convenient lame joke, Dexter is able to impale the evil uncle with a metal rod, and the possessed Melissa shoots it with lightning.
Hey! You fools! You fools! I'll be back in part 2!
Sadly, that never happened. You'll just have to settle for being a one-off villain. But it seemed he was able to summon the evil one before he died.
My God, it's the evil one. Come forth to conquer the world.
Oh, I have a good comment for this one.
Oh boy, I mean, could you believe that cheesy looking monster? Looked like Gumby on steroids.
Hey! Just because you're a big, successful, hotshot horror host doesn't mean you get to slum it and invade and sabotage my show anytime you damn well please. May I have your autograph? Now. So, with a few sight gags, they burn the book and send the evil one away. But now, how do you end a movie like this? With a big musical number, starring the entire cast, of course. So, that was Transylvania Tryst. A very dumb comedy full of idiocy, but a lot of the jokes managed to be funny, and all the references and nods to obscure B-movies are sure to give all you obsessive fans out there the biggest horror nostalgia boner that's ever existed. Oh, and also... Wait! They misspelled Angus Grimm's name? Oh, you bastards! I love the fact that there was a place that sold coffins named Death City. Now, sure, not all the jokes land. There are a few duds throughout the film.
Lord Orlok, you have something on your mouth.
Too much ketchup on my French fries.
As a whole, this is a very fun celebration of all that is wacky about the world of horror, and I, for one, love it. This was also back when they still knew how to do spoofs, before pure shit like Epic Movie almost destroyed the genre. I give Transylvania Tryst 8 hairballs out of 10. So, that wraps up our Halloween special. But don't worry, kiddies. I have yet another very stupid spoof for you all next time we do this. Trust me, it's gonna be a mutated blast. So until then, have a great Halloween, and I will see you next time.
I don't mind blasting out of here, screw gun control. I want some fun before I get old.
Hi, I'm Moo Moo. I was supposed to say Mummy Cat, then I tried to say Movie Cat, and then it turned into Moo Moo Cat. This is off to a great start. Well, that one... My mind went blank. This has been happening a lot recently. I'm getting old. We open with a commercial for a funeral parlor. Boo! Parlor. Why is that a hard word to say? He found out that he had a daughter named Marissa, and he knows where Marissa is. Dexter vows. Dexter fouls? Kind of like I just fouled this up? The uncle tells Dexter. That's the name of a famous fictional serial killer. You would think I wouldn't screw that up. But instead he found that he had a daughter named Marissa. Dexter vows to find her. I said vows again and then I messed up more words. The uncle tells Dexter that he accidentally The uncle tells Dexter that if Movie Cap cannot get this line right, that they just take him out and bring at him. It's done. He's retiring. They suddenly get a telegram and find that Mazazuzi, is that the French version of her name? But still, I appreciate the Hellraiser. Why did I have trouble combining hell with razor? I've said that title so many times before in my life. What's happening to me? Well, Angus, nobody, and I mean nobody, does that better than you. So let's just... Oh, I skipped words and put words where they didn't belong, and now it's just a salad. And you gotta probably have a fork? Our heroes have a seance, and Dexter gets possessed by a bad empress. Again? I did it again? Well, at least the joke was amusing. But then Marissa gets possessed by a bad impersonation. Why can I not say that word? Yes, that's right. We ripped off the very movie we are showcasing. Oh, showcasing? Showcase. Wait, did I get that right and thought I got it wrong? Do we got any of that vodka left?